Busiani como o channel so aha AGH politics abet. Onya podcast host friendly. Because make headlines na jembre na idibi exum. Ni di mnya braksi mo. Mesok say yonko political hawisi. Na ene on the floor of parliament. Onya ne enye asam ko pra. Mentime ho ase epie mu ewo ho. Abra empo eye minority led Afenyo Markins. It mean epifa eye speaker so jese o must stage walk out onuya na enye asem goto akwa na nyina eye tribunal bill no na minority ehu ni se clause bi wo mu no se omu amfo mu na nsi form ne se omu pass bill no e ma na ebeye mra e de basabasa yo ebeba eye judicial system ni ma onuya ehu ni se omo egina so de tint skoko edigu eye be ni ma na be ni so a onua na enye asem koto akra na mesro se yemu ransim ni abra Afenyo council ajemre na obo yicho aha AGH politics up.
But coming up next on Ghana Tonight, we're going straight to Parliament because tensions flared earlier today in Parliament as majority and minority clash over the tribunal bill, which is being considered as we speak. The flared passions and tempests earlier today is what indeed got many asking questions about exactly what the minority is raising questions about and what the explanation has been from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayine. Let's cross over to Parliament now. The 28th sitting of the second meeting of the second session of Parliament is still underway. In fact, Parliament is still in session as we speak. What you're seeing right now, these are live videos from Parliament right now. I see Samuel Jūootěď Blackwell there, Foreign Affairs Minister, the North Tongue Member of Parliament, and then also some of the, that's their Chairman MP, Dr. Norbert there. Also, you have some other members of the majority. There's some discussion, and this has been much on the tribunal's bill, which is under consideration right now. The minority side is seated. Want to cross over now to hear exactly what's happening on the floor of Parliament right now. Of some standoff as we speak. The Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiel Atofosing, as well, is there on the floor of Parliament as we speak. It's some 13 minutes after 10 p.m. and Parliament is still in session. As we do know, the Finance Minister, all things being equal, exactly a week away from today, will be in Parliament to present the media budget review. But let's take a listen to what's happening in Parliament right now. The First Deputy Speaker, Bernard Ahiafo, is presiding over the business of the House.
Declaration of the results. The total votes, or let's say those who voted aye, after counting, they numbered 16. Those who voted aye, who were up to be counted, is 134. Honourable members, by the Supreme Court decision in the case of Justice Abdullahi versus Attorney General, when the person presiding is a deputy speaker, he is entitled to vote. Accordingly, I am also voting aye. So the votes, I'm also voting no. I am voting no. So the votes. So the votes, the total vote for the no is 135. The speaker is added. Now, the total vote cast. Honourable members, the total vote cast is 151. And total vote of 151 satisfy the constitutional requirement in Article 104. Therefore, Clause 4 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we have done our own counting of the majority members. Mr. Speaker, they are 113. But, Mr. Speaker, in the interest of democracy, we haven't registered our protest. Okay. Mr. Speaker, since the majority leader has indicated that they will not listen to the views expressed, including that of organized labor, Mr. Speaker, we are leaving them. David. I take responsibility. Let's go. There's no point. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader has let the cat out of the bag. He says that the door is shut. It is not only the minority that is raising issues against this bill, but organized labor has also done so. If he says they want to go ahead, Mr. Speaker, if he says they want to go ahead, and Mr. Speaker, when the majority leader speaks with all his authority, he says, today, he says he will pass. Mr. Speaker, the Constitutional Review Committee has spoken against this bill. They said they will do what they want to do. Mr. Speaker, we are Democrats. We are not going to be part of this rumble style of, Mr. Speaker, destroying the judiciary. They started by sacking the Chief Justice. After sacking the Chief Justice, they also allowed contingency fund account to be garnished. Now they want tribunal to be made up of non-lawyers, non-judges, to prosecute people. Mr. Speaker, they should do what they want to do.
On point of relevance, you are being out of order.
So what you're just saying is the minority has just walked out of Parliament because of this development regarding a head count on whether or not the Section 4 of the tribunal's bill should be removed from the bill. Well, per the head count, those who voted that no, it should remain 135, including the First Deputy Speaker, present over the business of the House. You heard that. And so that is what the minority leader, Afenyo Markin, has been lamenting about and marshalling his troops to walk out of Parliament. So this is what is happening right now. What you're watching is a live videos from the floor of Parliament right now. This is what is happening in Parliament as we speak. The minority has just walked out of Parliament. It's just after 10 p.m. What has kept them in Parliament all this while is the tribunal bill, which is being considered. Let's cross over again. Let's take a listen to the First Deputy Speaker. Take a look.
Taken away from him. I'm therefore exercising my vote to support the no, making the no 135. The total number of vote cast is 151. Honorable members, the Supreme Court's decision in the case of Justice Abdullahi versus Attorney General is now part of our Standing Order 1525. And I read, where a Deputy Speaker or a member is presiding, the Deputy Speaker or a member shall communicate his personal votes to the clerk at the table to be added to the collated results before the results of the vote are declared. So the decision of the court is captured by our own standing order. So the total vote for today is 151. Honourable members, can we make progress? Clause 5. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, we had already taken clause 5, but let me just go over it. Amendment proposed, head note, delete tribunals and insert.
We have taken a vote on the 5 before he brought us back to 4. So we now move to clause 6.
6, yes. Mr. Speaker, rightly so.
So you may move clause 6.
Relationship between tribunals and the judicial system.
Well, it's going to be a long night for members of Parliament present on the floor as we speak. So what's just happened? The minority has just walked out of Parliament because of what just happened with the head count that determined whether or not the Section 4 of the Tribunal Bill should be retained. Well, those who voted that yes, it should be retained, 135 of them, including the First Deputy Speaker. We're crossing over back to Parliament because at the foyer, the minority who just walked out, they are addressing a press conference as we speak. Christian Yale is there for us. Let's hear what the minority is saying.
Consideration of this so-called Tribunal Bill. Our contention as minority is that this bill seeks to create a parallel system, an analogous system, unbeknown to the Constitution, if we read all provisions of the Constitution as a whole. It is true that mention is made tribunal system in our Constitution, but context must be interpreted within the broader scope of Articles 125, 126, and 127. We have a judicial system. District courts, circuit courts, high courts, court of appeal, and the Supreme Court. If there are issues with the system, the way to go is to reform and to resource, equip, and retool. It is not to create a parallel system with coordinate jurisdiction. Now, if you look critically at the clause 4, which was the subject matter of this long debate, basically, you look at a new court system, a new, I don't want to call it a court system, a new adjudicatory body, where you say one person presiding as the chair must be a lawyer, but the other two must be non-lawyers. And they are going to preside on criminal matters. We reminded Dr. Ayeni himself, the Attorney General, that when he was in practice as a private practitioner, and he dealt with this case of Tagore and Issa Abbas, the Republic versus Tagore and Issa Abbas, he argued forcefully that a judge sitting in a criminal trial must ensure that prosecution lead evidence of probative value proves all essential ingredients of the offense. That was his argument at the Court of Appeal, which was upheld. That to deliver justice is not about throwaway or media headline scream. It's not about how the public perception about an individual is, because that can be misleading.
We ain't some of the team course or channel so I'm not so dear bread. As an so why didn't they do me a